Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going over the top 5 Sylvan squad teams depending on which heroes you have, and I'm going to talk about all the formations and the charms, and then at the end we're going to watch the replays of some of the key teams. Okay, now we've managed to get rank 1 position, almost 121 billion damage with the top team we were able to run, and this is going to be the team formation. So team number 1 is going to be in this lineup. You will need to have Reinier at Mythic Plus if you want to use Reinier. If you do not have Reinier at Mythic Plus, there's another team I'll show you that does not have Reinier in it. Later on. Okay, but this is also going to be using the twins. Even if your twins are not fully ascended, you should still try them. This will probably still be the best team for you, and it is using Lenya as a damage dealer. Lenya is a really important damage dealer for Sylvan squad. Lenya and Lily Maid, they both contribute the highest damage in this fight, or in team number 1, and so if you have both of them built, you're in good shape. But Lenya will want to have Mythic Plus, and even Lily Maid should want to have Mythic Plus. Now, as for the charms, we have the blue turn on the left and the pink turn on the right. As for the charms, we have Butcher Charms onto Lenya. Try to refine them if you can, because she deals the most damage. Sorcery Charms onto Lily May. That is a top damage for her. Elijah and Lila will have the Sorcery Charms. Ulmus is doing the best with the Arcane Charms. And then Reinier with the Mystic Charms. That is what you want to line up for this team. For team number 2, you're going to have Faramor and Florabelle. Faramor deals the most damage, but that is because also he is dealing true damage for all of your allies. And this is going to be with the Harmonic Spell, Faramor with the Arcane Charms, Florabelle with the Gale Charms, and Haywin with the Recovering or the Insight Charms. And have Haywin in between both of them. This is doing the most, like getting the highest score for people so far. And with this team, we managed to hit 120.8 billion damage, and people have hit even up to 122 billion damage today with a lot of RNG. There's RNG in this team. It can vary from like 113 all the way up to 120 for me. You're going to have to do multiple runs of the team, but this can work even with Mythic Plus Faramor. And actually, you know what? Now I'm going to show you a team that is doing the best for Raguto, and he has a Mythic Faramor. So he has a lower ascension of Faramor, but Faramor is still doing the best for him. So the team number 1 is going to be the same. However, he is doing better with Frostfall spell. For some people who have lower ascension of heroes, Frostfall might be the better artifact you can try, but you will need Reinier Mythic Plus. And he was running this with a Mythic level of Faramor. It was still a top performing team, because the problem is the no Faramor teams are not doing very well, and I'm going to show you basically the no Faramor teams. But the charms on this team are exactly like the charms on the previous team. Basically, it's only an artifact change. So if you don't have Faramor, this is going to be the best team, and it got 107 billion damage. I didn't even have the charms onto Bryon yet, but we'll talk about that. So Lenya did the most damage in this team lineup. This is going to be the positioning. Blue turn on the left, pink turn on the right. And you're going to have Reinier with the Mystic Charms, Damian with the Eagle Charms or Wizard Charms, or even if he doesn't have charms, it doesn't make that big of a difference. Lenya needs to have Butcher Charms because she's a key damage contributor. Try to refine them if you can. Twins with the Sorcery Charms. Bryon, ideally, Ruthless Charms are going to increase his damage, but if you have any other offensive set, that can be fine. But I would say probably Ruthless Charms, maybe Eagle Charms. Historically, those have been the best for Bryon. And then for team number 2, it is going to be the same charms, Ulmus with the Arcane, Florabelle with the Gale, and Lily May with the Sorcery Charms. We now have to talk about a team if you don't have the twins. And this got 107 billion damage, which is not bad. This is better than I was expecting. Take a look at it. So Reinier is going to be in the comp. You're going to have the Lyca in here as well for damage and increasing the attack speed of your allies. And this is going to be the team lineup. Reinier in front of Lenya. Lily May on the back tile. Lyca on the back tile as well. Ulmus in front of the Lyca. This is going to be the positioning. So even if you don't have the twins, but if you have Reinier at Mythic Plus, you can get a pretty decent score with this type of setup. But even if your twins are lower ascended, you can try the twins teams. They might be better for you. And then this is going to be team number 2 with Faramor, Haywin, and Florabelle. The charms are going to be the same as we have been running up until now. But Lyca is going to be with the Mystic Charms. She's the only new hero here. And Reinier we're running with the Mystic Charms always. So basically, those are the top teams you can run depending on which heroes you have. But you're going to notice all of them are using Lenya. If you don't have Lenya, I would still try these teams with your lower ascended Lenya. But other heroes to keep in mind if you need to replace Lenya are Lyca, Bryon, Parisa. Something like that is what I would consider. These are all pretty decent damage dealers as well for Ravaged Realm. But so you should pick from one of those if your Lenya is not built up at all. But even if she's like mythic, I would try her in this comp, and you're going to lose out on damage because she doesn't have her Mythic Plus upgrade. Lenya really gets strong at her Mythic Plus, and then ascend her to Supreme with the Acorns for stats. Okay guys, so I did a little bit of testing with the no Reinier comp, and I managed to hit 110 billion damage with the different positioning. So this is a position I would recommend, and so even if you don't have Reinier at Mythic Plus, but if you have these other heroes built, you can still get a very competitive score. So this is basically going to be this positioning. The positioning is very similar to the other comps we've seen, but basically rather than Reinier, you're going to have Ulmus in front of the Lenya, and you're going to have Damian in front of the Lily May. Damian will keep the team alive and also give them haste buff. Blue Twin in the back on the left side and Pink Twin on the right side with the Blade Summon artifact. This did really well, getting 110 billion damage without Reinier. That's actually really impressive. And the team number 2 is going to be the same. And as for the charms, we have Eagle onto Damian, but even Wizard would be fine, or honestly anything, even if he doesn't have a charm set. The other heroes, the charms are standard, Ulmus with arcane charms. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this replay to see team number 1 in action and see how it's working. But yeah, I think there's going to be some RNG with this comp. With basically all of these team 1 setups, whether you're running Reinier or you're running like the Damian here, without Reinier, there's going to be a bit of RNG of keeping this first team alive. If the whole team can survive for the whole fight, then you're going to get close to your maximum damage score. And so that is the thing. Okay, so the haste buff is useful from Damian. It's going to increase the damage, but also is going to increase the attack speed and skill casting frequency. That's going to break the protective sigil of the boss even faster. So that is a good thing. And you're going to notice, like, watch, at 45 seconds left, the protective sigil is going to reactivate on the boss. And watch how quickly our team is going to shred through this protective sigil. Like, it's been 4 seconds. And okay, there we go. So like 7 to 8 seconds in, the protective sigil has been demolished. And that is this Sylvan squad, because of the haste buff of the twins as well, and the multi-hits of Lily May, you're going to really quickly shred through the protective sigil and begin dealing your maximum damage again. That's why we're getting pretty high damage numbers for the Sylvan squad. But even the Immortal squad has really high numbers, but that's because Shamira also shreds through the protective sigil really quickly. But yesterday, the Dauntless was not getting near the numbers that we're seeing in Sylvan. Like, Dauntless maximum was like 110, and here in Sylvan, maximum of today is 122 actually. So 55 billion damage with team number 1 with no Reinier at Mythic Plus. That is really impressive. So for the top scoring team that we got, I want to show you this replay of team number 1, because team number 2 is going to be pretty similar for all the teams because they're all using Faramor, Haywin, Florabelle. But the team number 1 is going to be changing for the most part depending on which heroes you have. So the thing is, you're rapidly going to break the protective sigil of the boss because you have a lot of multi-hitters, and on the faction tile, you have the Lily May, who also has multi-hits in her kit, like from a Rainstorm Ballet. So she's definitely going to, and also everyone has high attack speed. So you're going to break the protective sigil quickly, and then just burst him with damage. And Lenya and Lily May, they deal a high amount of damage, especially when they're supported by this team, like twins, boosting their haste, and Reinier increasing the damage that the boss takes, and then Ulmus providing his charm bonus onto Lily May to further increase her damage. That's why it's so good. And you're going to see right here, the protective sigil is activated at 45 seconds left, and I think it's already destroyed. Like, within a matter of 6 seconds, 5 seconds, you're going to break that protective sigil, which other factions can't really do this, as well as the Sylvan squad can. And this is, I think, kind of why Lyca hasn't been the top option, because Lyca is good for attack speed boosting, and we thought that would be good to allow you to break the protective sigil faster. But because you already have so much like haste from the twins and so much attack speed and multi-hits, you're going to break that protective sigil so rapidly, you don't even need the Lyca attack speed buff. And that is why Lyca is not in any of the top teams, which I didn't expect. Honestly, I did not. I thought that Lyca would be a part of one of the top teams, but she just wasn't. And okay, so there you go. The team got a little bit low on health towards the end, and that is the RNG factor, that if your team dies towards the end, you're going to lose out on damage, and that's why you're going to have to do multiple runs. Okay guys, hopefully this gave you a good idea of the teams you can run to get a top score for the Novik Ravaged Realm boss today. Good luck running these teams. I do think that no matter which heroes you have, you will be able to use one of these teams to get your top score. The only trouble is if you don't have Lenya at Mythic Plus yet. I would still try her in the Lenya teams. Otherwise, like we mentioned, you can try replacing her for another damage dealer like Lyca, Bryon, or Parisa, and do some testing and see which one does the best for you. But anyway, I hope this is helpful. Good luck with the top score today. Thanks for watching. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.